The goal of Georgia Family Connection Partnership and the work that Georgia Family Connection does at the local level each and every day is to improve and try our best to improve conditions for children and families. Our goals are that children are healthy, that they are ready to start school, that they succeed in school, that they live in stable, self-sufficient families, and that they live in a strong community. And I think Gay hit on it this in the beginning of this event, that you can ignore this report or you can use the data and the information to call you to action, to make you do something. And I think as advocates, as funders, as legislators and leaders at the community level and the state level, we've got to do something different. And I think that time is now. I mean, my emotions and my senses, I think, are all just alive right now because I look at the opportunity of where we are. If I were to go with my six senses right now and think about what I hear, I'm frustrated because we hear the same things. Georgia is in the same place, and we haven't made much of a difference. If I look with my eyes, I'm motivated, though, because I see that things are about to change. Georgia is on the verge of something happening, good or bad, and we can take that for what it is. If I smell with my nose, I'm mindful that there is fear in the air. There's a lot of uncertainty in our communities about the economy, about job losses, and we have some tough decisions ahead of us. If reality were to give me a bitter pill, I taste it, and it's telling me that there are more difficult decisions to come down the pike. And how will we, as Georgians, as community members, as good citizens, as the rabbi started off this event talking about, how will we answer that call? And then if I think about my feeling, I'm motivated and I'm determined. And I think a lot of people in this room, when we look at these data year after year after year, and we go back to our offices, we go back to our local communities, we keep putting our foot in the door, we keep going to representatives in the Capitol and in our communities to say, hey, this matters to us. I'm feeling that there's a renewed sense of urgency in our community. And if I go with that sixth sense, what is that, the kinesthetic sense where I'm mindful of the space, the time is now. I think we named our report The Tipping Point, making 20 years of data count for children. We are at that tipping point, and I think it's going to take every individual, every concerned citizen in this state. And as Tiffany mentioned, it starts in our homes. You know, regardless of what side of the aisle you stand on, and we know that this can become political when we talk about our ideologies about what are the causes of some of these things and who's responsible for some of these indicators we see. As Tiffany said, we all need to take personal responsibility, because that's one of the big phrases, right? Personal responsibility. We do it in our homes as parents to motivate our kids to get educated. As young people, we need to stay in school and get an education. They owe that to themselves and as well as our state. So I think about all the continuum of every individual that we touch. And I don't mean to make this a big altar call, but I do want us to remember that there's much work, as Ann said, ahead of us. We've come a long way, 20 years of tracking these data in our state, but we've got a long, long way to go. And I just thank each and every one of you for, one, staying here with us till 2 o'clock to talk about this, but also for coming arm in arm with Georgia Family Connection Partnership and partnering with us, whether it's in early learning or if it's in youth development or if it's in economic development. We're plowing the road ahead